Alright, hey everybody, welcome to Stoner Crazy Clips TV. Today I'm going to go ahead and show you how to record your emulator games in HD. Now, the only problem I'm actually going to have, and I may switch this off, splice this video together because of the certain games that record, what I used to record my emulators with. I'm really going to have to go ahead and switch some things around because the thing I'm using to capture my screen at the moment is also the thing I used to record my emulators, unfortunately. But there are a few things you can do. Now, my desktop is really cluttered, but anyway, I'll just kind of show you. So first off, open your emulator of choice. I'm going to pick the Virtual NES because that's just what I decided to pick, I guess. And then you'll want to also have a certain type of recording device, whether it be, you can have, like what I'm using, Snagit, which is this one that I've highlighted. That's what I use to usually record my emulated games. It's Snagit 5.0, it's free. I don't know about the other ones, which ones are free. You'll really just be on your own kind of searching for that. But I can, when I find the link for it, I'll throw it in the description, but show you the video tutorial actually that I found out to get this version of Snagit. But they're on like, I think maybe even like 8, 9, 10, or like 11, I think. Snagit 10 or something. I mean, they're really far along. This is a pretty old version, but it records them just fine. Now, in recording HD, that is the question you're asking, right? Alright, so really it's all going to depend on how you've got your stuff set up here in your screen display. So first off, we'll check this, and we'll right-click Properties, and you'll probably think that's desynced. It's not. I just did it real fast. And then we'll go to here to Display Settings. That's at the bottom if you're using Vista. If you are using XP, it should be kind of the same thing. It should be Properties instead of Personalized. But yeah, then you just click Display Settings, and here it's got your monitor and all that jazz. We don't really need to know that. What you're wanting to look at is your resolution. This is one thing you're really going to want to look for, especially if you don't have a widescreen monitor. I'm pretty sure even if you don't have a widescreen monitor, you can, I would guess you could put it in widescreen format, and then you can kind of hit your arrow keys or whatever on your monitor, and you can actually stretch it and fill it in. I would guess. I'm not really sure because I use a laptop, so I really don't know a way to explain it for people who have square monitors. So yeah, like I said, this is for 16 by 9. Another thing you'll want to know, if you're wanting to know how I do my games in HD, as in stuff that's recorded from the Dazzle, such as your console games on your Xbox 360 or PS3, etc., etc., that's actually in your hardware, which we will also look at on this video. So like I said, first things first, before you go ahead and start, we'll want to see what kind of computer you've got. So really, this is all determined in your graphics properties. So, like I said, you want to right-click, Personalize, hit Display Settings, and now you can kind of see where we're at. We got the resolution here and all that. Then we can go to Advanced Settings. We can click that, and this will actually tell us what card we have, and everything like that. For desktop PCs, it's quite easy to modify a graphics card. For a laptop PC, it's pretty hard to actually modify the graphics chip on this, unless your laptop model came out with an alternate graphics card like mine. Mine came out with an Intel chipset card, and you could also get an ATI Radeon HD, whatever number, I don't even know. But it had that. Now, I don't know if those fit up the same. I really don't know how, but that would be the only thing I could guess, is to do that. But from what I am told, graphics cards and things like that, a lot of things in laptops are soldered in. They are not just something, they're not removable like your graphics cards in your desktops. So you could go to Best Buy, and if you're getting a graphics card at Best Buy, you better tell them it's for your desktop, because if it's for your laptop, it's definitely not going to work. So yeah, just thought that would be a little heads up for you. So now that we're in this section here, you can see that my total available memory is basically 1750 megabytes, excuse me. And that's the total, and that is what we kind of want to look at, the total and the shared. The dedicated video memory, we really don't, that's just for what's here on the screen to like run the OS and all that jazz. You don't need 128 megabytes, you could go lower, but that's just what its standard was set at. Let's see here. Here's the monitor. That's really nothing you need to know, I don't think. And the rest of this really isn't important. Nope. I don't know. Some graphics cards will have a thing like NVIDIA will have its own little graphics control panel that you can adjust all that stuff for. But I'll let you do that on your own because I have no way to show you at the moment. But for Intel, I guess they have their own too. So close out of all that. Now that I've showed you kind of what you need to know, you really need to know what your graphics card is so you know what you can do. Now, like I said, with the resolution, that is the big thing. That is where I'm saying it doesn't really matter really on your graphics card because it is producing a image that is a certain way. So, you know, I really don't think the graphics card's going to matter. It might, but I'm really not sure exactly how much it really matters. Because, like I said, I've got little tricks and tips to kind of get you around it. So, first off, you want to have your screen recorder. Like I said, I'm using Snagit. There's a few other ones. You can get Fraps, which is right here. This is just a trial, and Fraps hates my computer, as does WeGame, which is another screen recorder device. That is something that you will really want to test with the trial versions on your own. You do not want to buy this stuff and then find out, oh yeah, it doesn't work. Like mine, I don't know why it hates Fraps, but it cannot run Fraps. I don't know why. I cannot even get Fraps to work. I've tried many tutorials to watch, and Fraps never even initiates on this computer. So, and I think even before when I first got it, it blue screened my computer. So, I just decided to leave it here if I ever figure out what I was doing wrong. But maybe if I actually get a better computer that likes Fraps, I'll go ahead and show you some Fraps stuff. If you have XP, Fraps is much, from what I've seen at least, Fraps is a little more friendly to XP users than Vista users, but now that Windows 7 is out, or it's been out, you know, you take that for what you will. So you got Fraps, which is your paying for recording device. You can use Snagit. I gotta find the other ones. Here's another one, Cam Studio. I don't really like that one that much. My computer doesn't like that one that much. But some people can use Cam Studio and it works perfectly fine. I usually have trouble with desyncing audio, so that's kind of another thing. And we got one more, once I find it. Oh, it's up here. Okay, HyperCam. This is probably the best one as for duration and quality, or duration. And what I mean by duration is sometimes when you use Snagit, if you use it for a long time, what'll happen is it'll fail to convert the AVI file, which is the file you're going to be using, and it sometimes doesn't work, and it sometimes, you know, it just stops and says, oh, it failed to create it, and there you've lost all your progress. So HyperCam is a little more, it's just a little bit better, you know, for duration periods. If you're gonna record for a half hour, you have a better chance of recording a half hour on HyperCam than Snagit. Now, Snagit does produce the best quality, at least for my computer. But like I said, you're going to want to test this on your computer, because certain computers like certain programs. Like, I know people who can run Fraps, but I can't run Fraps, you know. So it's really all, and my computer's better, and you know, it just really all depends. So we're going to go ahead and stop this. I'll splice it together. I'll go ahead and record with Cam Studio. It should be fine, at least for something like this. So just a minute, and I'll go ahead and splice this together.